Day 16 of 90, and today we're hardening AWS EC2 and auto-scaling from the launch template up. Here's why you should care. Picture a traffic spike at 2 a.m. Your auto-scaling group scales out, 10 fresh instances boot, and every one of them has IMDS v2 disabled, a public IP, an unencrypted root volume, and an S3 IAM role that can read every bucket in the account. You didn't choose those settings, they're the defaults. And an attacker who lands a web shell on any one of them can pivot to credential theft in under 60 seconds. The fix isn't patching instances. It's fixing the template they all inherit. Let's trace the attack first, because it explains every control. Attacker gets code execution on a web-facing instance. They curl the metadata endpoint, http://169.254.169.254/latest/meta-data/im/security-credentials/. With IMDS v1, that's a single unauthenticated get, instant temporary credentials. Now they've got your instance role. If that role allows S3** across the account, they're exfiltrating data. If the instance has a public IP, they can even use those stolen creds from their own laptop. 3 default settings, 1 clean kill chain. So we're going to close all 3 in Terraform, in the launch template, where the whole fleet inherits the fix. Start with the launch template metadata block. Inside AWS_launch_template, add a metadata_options block with HTTP_token set to required. That's IMDS v2. Every metadata request now needs a session token from a put call, which a simple SSRF or curl can't do. Set HTTP_endpoint to enabled but HTTP_put_response_hop_limit to 1, so a container can't reach the host's metadata. Next, the network_interfaces block, associate_public_IP_address set to false. No public IP means stolen credentials can't be replayed from outside your VPC. 2 blocks, 2 attack paths gone before the instance finishes booting. Now encryption and the disk. In block_device_mappings, define your root volume under EBS with encrypted set to true and ideally a customer-managed KMS_key_ID. Set EBS_optimized to true on the template itself. Encrypted EBS means a snapshot copied out of your account is useless without the key. While you're here, tag everything, tag_specifications with resource_type instance, so your hardened fleet is identifiable and auditable. These aren't performance tweaks, they're the difference between a contained incident and a breach notification. IAM is where most teams stay sloppy. Create an AWS_m_role with a trust policy that locks the principal to ec2.amazonaws.com, and tighten it further with a condition on AWS source VPC so the role can only be assumed from inside your VPC. Then scope the permissions policy hard. Instead of S3** on star, grant only the actions you need, only on one bucket ARN, and add an explicit deny statement for S3* on everything else. Explicit deny always wins, so even if a broad managed policy sneaks in later, the blast radius stays one bucket. Attach it through an AWS_m_instance_profile referenced by the template. Don't forget where the AMI comes from. A hardened template launching a random community image is theater. Use the AWS_AMI data source with owner set to self and your trusted account ID, never Amazon alone for a baseline, and a filter requiring a tag like hardened equals true. For real provenance, pull a known good SHA-256 from SSM parameter store with the AWS_SSM_parameter data source and assert it matches before the build proceeds. Now a rogue AMI literally cannot enter the fleet through Terraform. Last piece, rolling the fix to instances already running. Add an instance_refresh block to your AWS_autoscaling_ group with strategy rolling and a preferences block setting min_healthy_% to 90. When you bump the launch template's default _version, Terraform triggers a rolling replacement. Old insecure instances drain and retire, hardened ones take their place, no downtime, no manual cycling. The template is the source of truth, and instance_refresh is how it propagates. Day 16 done. Your non-negotiable 5, MDS v2 required, no public IP. Encrypted EBS, least privilege IAM with an explicit deny, and AMI pinning by owner and tag, all in the launch template, enforced by instance_refresh. Put those in your baseline and every scale-out event is a hardened asset, not a liability. Subscribe for day 17.